One thing people ask when they're moving to Lafayette is, what do you do? It's small, it's rural, it's gotta be boring. Well, is it? Let's find out. My name is Jamie Hicks. I'm a local realtor and I've lived in the Lafayette area my whole life, so I am your go-to for anything Lafayette. Lafayette is a small community, but we're also very diverse. We have Lafayette, we have a lot of manufacturing, we have a lot of things that bring people into the community. So in that case, we have everything from nature trails to aviation shows. Today I want to go through a few of those things, some of the more popular activities for people to do year-round. Trails we have is more popular. It's a 13-mile trail called the Tippecanoe Heritage Trail, and it runs from northern Tippecanoe County through West Lafayette to Fort Weotnon. And on the trail, you can also pass our skating rink. That's an ice skating rink that's open from November through February. We also, along the lines of the nature, we also have the Celery Bog, which is a nature conservation. Throughout the year, they have a lot of things for kids to do. They have a lot of educational activities, camps. They have a ton of trails over there. It's really nice. It was recently renovated to add a conservation area and a little education system. Prophetstown State Park is also really popular. It has a ton of trails and is really popular with families because it has not only playgrounds, it also has a campground and a water park. We also have a Native American village that kids can visit, as well as a prairie farm, which is a farm that teaches kids about farming in the 1800s and basically how they did things back in the day before we had a lot of equipment and things like that. Wolf Park is a really popular and unique wildlife sanctuary. It started in 1972. It was founded by a professor from Purdue, and it started with just wolves, but since then they have not only got wolves, but now they also have bison, and I believe they just finished a turtle sanctuary. So it's a really unique opportunity. I know throughout December they have Howling with the Wolves, where you can go out and just howl and yell and really get primal with the wolves, as well as in February they have a Wine with the Wolves, which is a nice little Valentine's thing that you can go out with your loved one and just have wine with the wolves and just have a great time. Lafayette loves food, and so a lot of what we have is geared around food. We have 3 different farmers markets throughout the summer. We have one downtown Lafayette, we have one in West Lafayette, and we also have another in Purdue. They run from, I believe, April through September. We also have the most popular one is probably Taste of Tippecanoe. That's an opportunity for local restaurants to get together downtown, and they serve samples of their foods. People drink, people talk. There's usually bands. It goes into the night, and it's one of the more popular activities we have here in Lafayette as a community. Another popular activity is the St. Boniface Oktoberfest. And it's actually family friendly, but it is a little beer fest that we have downtown every year. It's Oktoberfest. It's just a fun way for everybody to get out and have a good time. Beer Across Wabash is also a fun adult activity during the summer. It's held on the pedestrian bridge that runs between Lafayette and West Lafayette. And it is an opportunity for different microbreweries from around the state to get together, and you can sample their beers. They usually have about 100 different types of beer from between 25 and 35 different breweries. Purdue's a huge part of Lafayette, and so I really want to go through the 4 big events that they put on throughout the year. The first one is going to be the Spring Fest, and that started out actually as the Bug Bowl, and it's kind of evolved to include other parts of the university. So now, along with learning about insects and just getting to try different activities and do cool things for the kids, they also include the veterinary department, so you can learn more about livestock, farm animals, and their health and their well-being, as well as the technology department. Engineering department has also joined, so it's kind of evolved into a pretty big event that goes 2 days, usually in April. The next one will be the Grand Prix. That's also in April. That is a really cool go-kart race that they have every year. It started a long time ago as just a small go-kart track, and now they actually built a new one not too long ago, and it's kind of a larger venue. So it's grown throughout the years. It's become a pretty popular community event. Purdue Aviation Day is also really popular. It's geared more towards students that are going to go into the aviation program. They have a lot of speakers that come in, but they also have a lot of activities for the kids, any kids that might be interested in going into aviation. They have a lot of classic planes. They have a lot of static displays that you can go in. You can see the planes, you can take pictures, be up close. I believe last year they had a warthog, or I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's a really popular event that's actually grown a lot in the last few years. And Purdue also has the Christmas Festival, which it started in 1933, but it's gotten massive. They've brought in different choirs from the community as well. So the Christmas show is kind of one of those things that you don't want to miss. It's choreographed. It's really become quite the production. Mosey Down Main Street is a really popular event that is held throughout the summer. It's held on Friday evenings, I believe from 6 to 11 o'clock during the summer. It's a community event. There's really nothing that structured. They have bands, they have booths that you can check out local jewelry, local art. Different businesses come downtown, and a lot of food, a lot of music, a lot of fun. Just be with your friends, be with your family, and just take a nice walk down Main Street. That's what it's for, that's what it does, and it's an awesome community event that just brings people together. It's always been there, and hopefully it always will. The West Lafayette Starry Nights Festival is a lot like Mosey Down Main Street, where they have a lot of music, a lot of local businesses come down, a lot of activities for the kids, a lot of food. But it actually supports a local home for children who are waiting to be put in foster care. The Feast of the Hunter's Moon is probably one of the largest festivals that we hold each year. It's held in October to celebrate the Hunter's Moon. It also reenacts the French-Indian War. We have people from all over the country come in and they camp out. So you see their tents, you see their canoes. It smells amazing because they're cooking on fires all weekend. It kind of just takes you right back to that time. And because it's held at the fort, you've got that element of history. The kids learn a ton. They do mock battles. They teach kids Native American dances. They have a ton of crafts, carvings, clothes, leathers, everything you can think of. Tons of food. And it's a great festival. It's a great learning opportunity for the kids. It's a wonderful family event. Another great family event is Exploration Acres, which is a really fun thing. It's gotten huge over the years. Now they've incorporated laser tag as well as bikes. They have a place where you can rent a fire pit and just basically bring family and friends in, spend the entire evening, have your fire, bring your food in, have your marshmallows, your hot dogs, and just make a wonderful fall night out of it. They have playgrounds. They have a lot of fun things to do that basically revolves around this giant corn maze that they have. It's a really cool, wholesome experience for the whole family. They also have a pumpkin patch, so don't forget to get your pumpkins because they've got a ton of them. 3 of the music festivals that are held every year are the Fiddler's Gathering, the Wabachi Music Fest, as well as the Jazz and Blues Fest. So there's a nice range, and every time we have something downtown, there are always bands involved. We also have a pretty robust art scene in Lafayette. Art around the fountain and art on the Wabash are 2 really big ones. We also have several art museums throughout the community that are open all year. So as you can see, Lafayette does have quite a few things to do. We are a very small community, but we're close-knit, we're tight, we're diverse. We have a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different education. Everybody brings something to the table, and it's a great community. It's a great place to live. So you come here, you're part of our community, you won't be bored. There's things to do throughout the year. Winter obviously is a little bit of a downturn because it's cold, but throughout the year there's things to do, and most things are family oriented. It's family friendly community. It's diverse, it's wide. You don't feel closed in. You don't feel like you're in the middle of the country. So come to Lafayette. Come visit. If you're planning a move, let me know. I'm happy to help. I know pretty much everything there is to know about Lafayette. I want to be there for you. I want to be able to help you with whatever you need my help with. And give me a call, give me a text, give me an email, leave a comment down below. Whatever you need, I'm here. Have a great day. Thanks.